Over the past several years, Portland, Oregon has attracted national attention as artists from across the country have moved here. The city's eccentric art scene has revitalized some of its most neglected neighborhoods and brings the city $318 million every year. In the next 10 years, the city's population is expected to double, but the artists who made the city hip are slowly being priced out of the affordable housing that drew them here. And Portland artist TJ Norris knows this struggle firsthand. His income hovers around the poverty level, and he has seen housing prices drive fellow artists out of the city.
Most artists are, in general, a little bit transient, and part of that is because of their income. Artists are probably in one of the lowest income brackets. So they're working really, really, really hard, and then when they're not working their day job, then they're working in the studio. There's not much time to actually be out there advocating.
A few years ago, the Pearl District in Portland's northwest quadrant was filled with old industrial warehouses where artists cheaply lived, squatted, and worked. Art galleries began hosting a First Thursday gallery hop with open houses and eclectic events. But as the neighborhood grew in popularity, developers rushed in, threw in high-priced lofts, and the majority of artists were priced out.
I think that the Pearl is a phenomenon as far as new communities within major cities in the United States. I would also say that that is one area that is an example of where artists have been pushed out visibly.
In spite of gentrification and other setbacks, artists stick around because they want to contribute to Portland's culture.
Basically what we're here to do on one level is to entertain, on another level is to educate, and on another level, we're here to sort of make you think and make you question and make you look at culture on a different plane, because culture is built from backgrounds and culture is built from histories, and that's what goes into the making of our work.
I think one of the great things about the arts is that it gives you a tool to talk about experiences, to talk about history, and all of the difficult issues that confront us, and as well as giving us opportunities that we didn't see, that we didn't know existed. And so for me, the arts can really be a vehicle to promote change within our community.
And when it comes down to it, the city of Portland doesn't have enough resources to stem the displacement of artists.
Portland lacks woefully behind in its per capita funding for the arts. We are about $2.41 per person, but if you head north to Seattle, they're around $7.52. If you go further to Denver, they're at $15.62. So we have to acknowledge that that really represents that we have work to do around that issue.
Until the city is able to increase its financial support of the arts, Milepost 5, a privately funded housing development, offers a potential solution. Private developers have started to turn a rundown nursing home into over 100 rent-controlled live and work units for emerging artists.
What we're attempting to do is be able to create all of these different types of live-work opportunities. Creating live-work space and resources for artists in an economic and creative sanctuary. In other words, a place where artists will never get priced out of these facilities. This is really an experiment. We are testing the waters. We know it's a long process to be able to accomplish our goals here at Milepost 5. But our goal is to be successful here and then do this 2 or 3 more times around the city.
Milepost 5 isn't the perfect solution. Many critics worry about the project's location in the Montevilla neighborhood, 5 miles from the city center.
82nd Street is famous for maybe 3 things. Porno, pawn shops, and Asian grocery stores.
Well, the project is moving ahead. There's a lot of surprises that have occurred to us while we are going through this process. So, we originally expected lines around the block 3 times for these units, and for one reason or another, that didn't happen. I think part of it is its location. You know, if we had to buy that space closer to downtown, it would be a lot more expensive.
But while it may not be the end-all solution to keep artists in Portland, and to keep Portland weird, Milepost 5 could become a model for sustainable arts communities.
And it's a really kind of a matter of us, the arts community, really combining our forces and just starting to be able to become more active.
It would take a commitment from the city in some way, not just the city, but the state of Oregon to kick in and be involved, because this is our culture. These are the people that will continue and stay.
Portland is at a critical point in relation to its future. I think we have to be brave we have to be willing to endure some risk. I'm just kind of a regular guy who is interested in telling a good story and getting people to buy into that story. And I think that's what cities need to tell you. And I think if people come to Portland and they believe in that story and they want to be part of that story, and I hope, you know, Milepost 5 is one of those stories.